All right, we are back for Mage the Awakening, the continuation of Insten, Nergal. I am, of course, joined by the returning cast of Pooter as Kalmir, Nyappykitty as the wonderful Catalina, Gandhi as the paranoid Igor. But this time, we also have EnvyRose as Zira. Go ahead and give us a little dance regarding your character, I guess.
Interpretive dance.
Interpretive dance. Hi, I'm playing Zira. She is a very adventurous, but very fearful type of mage. Her path is Virus? Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And she's all about keeping balance while also just letting things go at the same time. She will try her best to be helpful from a distance, but yeah, that's her for now.
And we now have Livespark as Gilgamesh.
It's Gilgamesh, who is a former warrior who, since awakening, has taken it on himself to now go on a much more spiritual and personal journey, discovering much more about himself and what his capabilities are, and what he's hopefully what he sees as something of a personal calling that he's now on this very new path, and very much left an old life behind him.
All right, so without further ado, let us go ahead and get back. Igor, Catalina, and Kalmir. Where we last left you, you guys had appeared in the streets, or what you would presume to call a street in this very new world that you seem to appear in. However, this scenery lasts only maybe a minute before it feels like, for lack of a better phrase, Kalmir, you've experimented with ropes and, walking dog on them.
Yeah.
You can only think that might be how dog feels when you yank on the rope to try and get him to come back to you.
Oh. Okay.
You guys feel yanked back. Within moments, the stone walls and the shambling sounds of the plagued corpses around you start to come back into your sensory range. Your eyes focus upon the bulbous mass of the massive creature that you guys had encountered, and the light from the device that Catalina had that you took from your defeated foe Tordor fades. It doesn't seem like the spell that you used, Kalmir, fully activated it. It might need a bit more time to study. However, we're gonna go ahead and put a pin in you guys. Zira, Gilgamesh. You guys watched these newcomers enter from the Iris. Basically walk straight towards the Ziggurat. A place that you guys kind of know, no-fly zone because of the entities that exist there. You watch the fight proceed. You watch them defeat this other wise. And then you heard the voice screaming about the loss of its vector as the ground crumbled beneath them. Very clear that they were wise, just like you, but very new to this area and are likely in need of some help. If both of you could roll me a perception check.
Come on, good rolls. Oh, okay. At least I got one. You're better, Gilgamesh.
Both of you can hear what sounds like a four-legged creature approaching from behind. As you guys kind of turn, you see what kind of... It's confusing. You guys are familiar with maned dogs. Or maned wolves, depending on how you phrase it. This looks like it might be some relation to it, but it is much stockier and much more grayed, has a less pronounced mane. And you can kind of see this creature moving at a quickened pace, obviously tracking something. But it is very clearly making its way towards the ziggurat and the newly opened hole in the ground.
Yeah, I just look over to Gilgamesh like, should we really? Kind of just, she has her hood over her head, just kind of just like tucked, just looking up at him like, you think they could handle it on their own?
What's question to Storyteller? What's the local opinion on the ziggurats?
The ziggurat, it depends on who you ask. Any wise that talks to you talks about a creature that defies logic and time. If you talk to the sleepers, they just mention how nobody ever comes back once they enter there. Obviously, one probably leads to the other.
Just wondering if it's kind of like a something of a holy site or anything like that. Or is it just the best avoided?
It's just the best avoided place. I mean, some wise might have stories regarding it, stating that it is a remnant from the time before.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, not enough research. Nothing to confirm nor deny that.
So, yeah. Your decision. We can follow.
She kind of just claps her hands together, just nervous, like wants to help, but at the same time scared. And I'm just gonna. She starts walking towards it stealthily, but I would like to try to cast something on myself.
Okay.
What is it? What is his name? What's his name? A transform life. I would like to give myself scaly armor.
Okay, give me the roll.
Ooh, science. What? Yeah, animal kin, science, survival.
This is Gnosis plus your Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Not the rote skills.
Oh. Okay. What is this? A life spell?
Yes.
That's a life spell? Yes, it's a life spell. So
Your
I'm
what?
4 life and 3 gnosis.
So that's
Okay.
that's a
7.
dice pool of 7. The duration is only 1 turn unless you want to increase the duration.
How do I increase duration? Like, I do want it to last for a minute.
It depends on how you want to do it. If you want to create an advanced duration, which is probably more applicable here, you would need 1 reach plus, or yeah, 1 reach to advance it.
Okay, I'll spend one reach for that.
All right. Are you going to ritually cast it, or are you, because it's is it a level 3 or is it a level 4 life spell?
That's a level 3.
So you have 2 free reaches, so you can make it instant as well for free.
Okay, so if I spend 1 reach, that makes it instant, and I can just do it on the fly?
Yep, and then 1 reach to increase its duration to advanced. So that's 2 reaches, you're within your free reaches.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Will you be wanting to use your any yantras?
And you're asking me all these questions. I'm glad I'm doing this now. Yantra, yeah.
They're basically dice pool bonuses. You have high speech, correct?
Yes.
If you use high speech, that's an instant +2 to your dice roll.
I need all the dice I can get. Sure, whatever.
All right, so that
I don't trust my rolls.
should be a roll of 9 then.
Okay. All right.
No paradox.
I'm spending stuff I don't even. Oh my gosh, I needed that. I needed that extra too.
All right. So
If you failed, you could just do it again.
Joys of magic.
I'm scared of consequences, y'all. Okay, I'm scared. Spending stuff I don't even know what has an effect of. But hey, I got scaly armor, so that's +2 to. Where's that at?
and because
2-1 armor. Yeah.
Yep, and because you used the reach to make it an advanced duration, it lasts 1 hour essentially.
Huh. Okay. Yay.
So, are you approaching the stepped entrance to the ziggurat, or are you approaching the giant hole that developed?
That creature's going towards the hole, right?
Yes, it is approaching the hole slowly and cautiously. You can tell it's very, very timid.
I'm gonna take the stairs. I'm gonna take the path. Not go the way it's going. Just, slink on by away from it. And just nod to Gilgamesh like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, gonna pull on the eagle feather helmet and yeah, and sort of nod as if say lead the way.
As you guys make your way up into the steps, you also kind of turn your head as you look back at the creature Zira, and you see the creature's now following you at a distance, though. It doesn't want to get anywhere near you. But it seems like it may have looked at the hole and was like, I'm not jumping down there. That would hurt. So it's following you, hoping that you may know where you're going. If you were to kind of read the animal, so to speak.
I'm already gonna spend a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I'm gonna
You
just make
didn't
eye
spend
contact.
anything.
Okay, I didn't spend anything.
No, there's no resources expended there. That's just how you do the rolls.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just make eye contact with this thing. And like... Okay, I'm gonna try it. It's an animal. Animal minion. I'm gonna try it.
As an FYI, I don't think Kalmir's going to approve of that.
Who's Kalmir?
I'm Kalmir.
Oh.
Kalmir. I'm in the hole.
We don't know, we don't know
it,
Kalmir.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's more me speaking to EnvyRose, the player.
Yeah.
Like, what is following? I want to just peer into his mind real quick.
Would be a different spell, I think.
That'll be
animal-
mine.
Oh yeah, that would. Okay.
Does life not have like a speak with animals spell?
They do.
They do.
Like 1 or 2.
What?
Or rank 1 or 2.
Rank. Okay, let me scroll back to that.
Should be rank
Speak with
1.
Beast.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Speak with Beast. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So instead of taking over his buddy, I'm just gonna try to talk to it and see what's up.
More like the spell you wanted didn't have the effect that you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also read it, and I'm sitting here looking like I can use this body to go down in a hole, but I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna try to be nice. I'm gonna talk to it.
Okay.
What is that? Life 1, and my Genos.
Gnosis, yes.
Gnosis. So 4 dice.
And then 1 reach, obviously, to make it instant. All right.
How many
But
reaches
you
do I
get-
have left?
You have 3 reaches. Wait. No. You have life 4. That's, you have 4 more reaches.
One
Right?
more reaches. Yes. Because I spent 2 on my
No.
armor.
You have 4 total.
You have 4 total for every time you or when you cast a rank 1 spell. It's per spell, the reaches.
Oh, okay.
Reaches are determined based on your highest, like
Yeah.
how much of the Arcana you have and how powerful the spell is.
Okay. I get this now. All right.
And your dice pool is your full Arcana dots, not just the 1.
Ooh.
So instead of
Okay.
a dice pool of 4 or 5, like you said, it would be closer to 7 or 8, whatever your combined total is.
Gnosis plus Arcana dots.
Gnosis plus. Okay. All right. This is gonna change my style. So, yeah, I'm gonna spin a reach. So, It's gonna be 5. Please be a nice critter.
No. It's going to be Gnosis, which is 3, your Arcanum, which is 4, so that's 7. If you
Okay.
use High Speech as a Yantra, that's another 2, so that's 9 dots.
Yeah,
Uh,
sure. Why not? Ooh. Yeah.
So exactly what do you say to this creature?
I did not think this far. I just wanted to see if it works. Okay, animals have a limited ability to understand things.
Realist.
Oh, okay. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say realistically, Kalmir, dog would have a higher understanding than most creatures, so don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna ask, what is your concern with those in a hole?
You don't know about. Oh, yeah, you do. Never mind.
My father is in there.
Father. Okay.
The one that had the spear. The long stick with the pointed end is my father.
Okay. Would you like to join us in helping them? They should not be here at all. This is a dangerous area.
I do not trust your kind. I will follow from a distance. You seem to be going a way that might lead me to where I want to go. So I will keep my distance.
Understood. We have no ill intentions towards them. We just want them away from here. And I turn to Gilgamesh and like, so that thing, that dog over there is related to those that's fallen. Not going to attack us, just wants to reunite. Keep an eye just in case, though.
I'm gonna take my bow and knock an arrow, just being
All right.
wary.
And we take off.
As you ascend the stairs, you get to the large, ornate doorway. You can... Your peripheral mage sight's already catching magic. And not a small amount of it. We're talking like a large blast of magic. But
Okay.
but because it's only your peripheral mage sight, you can't really distinguish too much, just a bit of the scale and the strength of it. But there is definitely a strong source of magic. As you kind of look into this ornate doorway, you see a stone antechamber of sorts. Carvings along the wall, carvings that, unfortunately, at least at this time, mean nothing to you. This place seems deserted, except for, obviously, the massive voice that rang out before the ground collapsed.
Knowledge.
Okay, I am going to use invoke the outward and inward eye.
Okay, what does that do?
It gives 360-degree vision and hearing. All attempts to ambush the character fail, and all penalties due to range, cover, or concealment, but not darkness or poor visibility, are reduced by potency.
Okay.
And yeah, I've only got one reach as an instant cast on myself.
Okay.
So,
Excellent. I feel like this was a spell that was tried much earlier in this campaign and did not work out quite as well as that mage had hoped.
Indeed, because that mage had tried to overcomplicate said spell.
2
Successes.
Hey.
All right, well, you can see that what Zira had said regarding the animal is accurate. He seems to be maintaining a good long distance from you, but still within probably his sensory range. This antechamber has a couple of different hallways that you could proceed down. It looks like most things in this area lead further and deeper into the actual structure itself.
Are there any? Is there any sound coming out from either of the passageways?
Give me a perception check, because they are a decent ways underground, so I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to tell. These pathways do seem, at least from the noises you can hear, which is very, very faint, most of these hallways might interchange repeatedly. So from the faint sounds you can hear, probably any one of these passages is going to take you where you want to go. All roads lead to the underground, so to speak.
Yeah, so silently, just kind of nods towards one of the passageways, kind of hint towards Zira.
And I follow. Actually, I want to try something here. Where is it? I think, yeah, that was spirit. I want to see what's around. So, Exorcist Eye. I want to see if there's any spirits around here right now. You can give us a hand. It's just a level 1.
Okay. So, your Gnosis plus your Spirit Arcana.
Yes.
Instant cast, 1 reach. If you use high speech, that's +2.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep using that high speech. It will come in handy. Okay, so 4, 5, 6. Come on, at least give me 1. I got 2! Yay!
Okay, so what exactly does that spell do?
It allows me to perceive and speak with spirits in the physical, whether they are roaming free in the twilight, slumbering in an object. I can also sense any spirit-related manifestation conditions in the area.
Okay. Well, there are no manifestation conditions, and much to your surprise, because even the trees have spirits, this place seems to be completely devoid of any sort of spirit.
What?
Almost.
Okay, whew. Bad vibes. I was expecting a leaf, a vine, or something. Nothing?
Nothing.
Not even the stones?
It's almost
Okay.
as if this place shouldn't exist in this area, and as such has created almost a spiritual void.
Oh. That's bad. I pick up the pace towards where Gilgamesh nodded off to. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Bad vibes. Don't like it.
As you guys begin to descend, you start noticing pathways that break off from the staircase that you found. As the staircase gets lower, as you look to the left and to the right, you start noticing that this place was maybe used at one point as a grave site, but you're not entirely sure because you see hallways that have slots in the wall roughly the size of a man. But there's no bodies there. No skeletons, nothing of that nature, but these slots don't make any sense unless you were literally putting a person in there.
Hold on.
What you got? Come on, Gilgamesh, help me out. Zira's getting a little antsy. There ain't nothing living down here but us. And a dog.
It's a wolf named Dog.
We'll discuss that.
Well-
We'll discuss that later.
What?
I don't think I can do it.
Is it legit you can't do it, or you can't do it without an obscene amount of paradox?
No, I legit can't do it. It's let me okay. I want to use post-cognition on one of these things.
What does
Not a
that
good
do?
roll for me, but what's can see into the subject's past, weaving it from a moment declared in real time.
Okay.
And
This roll's gonna be a little low.
Yep, and it cost me 1 mana. No, nothing.
Nope. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like this spell can reveal anything regarding the area. The spell kind of just fizzles out. However, as you continue to move further down, the sounds that you were hearing originally, Gilgamesh, now become audible to Zira as well. It definitely sounds like foot traffic. And a lot of it. If you weren't entirely sure, it would sound like maybe at least 20 to 30.
Can I only do it one at a time? I want to cast invisibility on both.
That's a scale manipulation.
Dang
Yeah.
it.
Multiple targets. It's a reach.
Yep, it's one reach.
Oh, so wait, so I can't do that?
It just costs a
You
reach.
can, but it costs a reach to do it on both of us.
Worth it. Let's do it. What am I in forces? I'm 2. Okay, so 2 plus Gnosis 5.
And then, nope, your Gnosis is 3. Or did you add in more points for your Gnosis?
No, I just combined it. My
Okay.
forces is 2, Gnosis 3.
And what level of spell is this?
This is a level 2.
Okay, so it's either gonna cost you an hour to cast it, or if you want to use both of the reaches, then it's going to require a paradox roll.
Ah. Ah.
Paradox is fun.
Tempting to cause chaos. You know what? Do I want to do that? Do I want to do
It's up to you.
that? What paradox is like? It does what I intended to do. It just doesn't do it. It does something wacky, right?
It might do what you want it to do and do something you didn't want it to do.
And more.
And
Yeah.
more or less. It's paradox. Like you said,
One
just
is-
a little bit of chaos.
And do you have a dedicated magical tool?
Magical tool? I don't have that. Not to my knowledge.
No.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
E.
It's one die. Your chances of getting success.
Is it?
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. If
I thought
paradox
it was
or not.
based off of Gnosis. Like, I
It
thought
is
you
based
added-
off Gnosis.
It'd be like 3 die because Gnosis 3. I thought.
I don't think it's a 1-to-1.
No, it's not a one.
No, it's you get one for every reach you overspend. You get another die added.
Well, depending on the
Uh,
Gnosis, it could add multiple
No,
die.
it's 2 per paradox thing at Gnosis 3.
Yeah, it's
So it'd
2.
be 2
I've got
die.
It says paradox 2 for Gnosis 3. So go ahead.
It should scale. But anyway,
And it goes 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5.
Go ahead and give us the roll.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Watch I make the whole environment invisible.
You're gonna need a lot more paradox than 2 dice.
1 success.
Okay. Well, let me roll my 2 paradox die.
No. You ain't gotta do it. It's okay.
Success. Which means you invoke a paradox.
Doesn't it depend
Backlash.
on whether you're trying to contain or
Backlash.
just release it though?
Yeah. You can contain it and get backlash.
Yep. So do you wish to contain it or release it?
Choices. What happens if I fail to contain it?
It releases anyway. The only difference is if you contain it, then you succeed. You take bashing damage.
I get bashing. Well, I'd rather not let anything crazy happen. I'm gonna try to contain it.
All right. Then roll your wisdom dots as a dice pool.
Ah,
And you just need one success to contest it.
my wisdom, my wits. I got 3.
Wisdom.
not wits.
Wisdom. Okay, where is that? I'm
It's right
panicking.
above
Sorry. 3.
Under willpower.
I still got 3, nonetheless. Ah! Ah!
All right.
That's good, right? Right?
Yep, so that means you take a point of bashing damage.
Okay. Oh! But nothing crazy happened, and we're both still invisible, right?
You can
Mhm.
feel the spell kind of give you a bit of whiplash, but outside of that mental pain and strain, everything seems to have worked as Gilgamesh vanishes from your vision.
Oh, we're invisible to each other. Okay. He can hear me, so we're good. He got that sensory thing. Okay, we're invisible. And are things still coming at us? Like those, what he said, 30 footsteps, whatever.
They weren't coming towards you. You can just hear them. They're still far below you.
We're safe than sorry. We're invisible. Maybe lose a dog, wolf, as well.
Not really. Sense of
No.
smell.
Yeah, that's a thing. Okay. All right, keep us slowly going. At least we got invisibility.
It isn't too long until you see one of the things that is making the footsteps. It is a bloated, pustulant, pox-ridden body that is shambling down these stairs very, very slowly.
Ew.
As you hear the sounds, they've grown much louder, and you can hear something thudding. Something, when I say thudding, not like a foot hitting the ground or something like that. It is almost as if something very large is pounding its fists against the wall, for lack of a better term.
Okay. So a giant thing.
That's what it sounds like.
You can't see anything outside of this normal person-sized, shambling, pox-ridden thing.
Pox written, like smallpox.
All the pox.
Yeah.
Pick a
All
pox.
the pox.
You wouldn't have it.
Pox.
You wouldn't have any discernible definition for a disease, obviously. You guys aren't quite that advanced.
It's the bubbly sickness.
It itches.
Ew.
And there's just one of these shambling things, right?
That you can see right now.
Is there any way around it, or?
No, these staircases are pretty small. It seems like they were not really designed to be traveled all that much.
Right, in that case, can I use two? Can I do like two things and use fast casting?
Okay.
Because I want to shoot it and cast memory hole.
Okay. Go
Shoot
ahead.
it, shoot it and then make it forget that it's been shot.
All right, go ahead and give me the attack roll first.
Okay, hold on, let me just see. That's cool. Yeah, cool. All right. Is it firearms?
It would
Archery.
archery.
Archery, yeah.
Dexterity archery. It's not a good roll, so I'm gonna...
Are we burning our first point of willpower already?
But burning the first point of willpower. 1 success. 3 damage in total.
So, this arrow clears its target, as in it goes straight through this thing, almost like its skin was non-existent.
Actually, before I do the next bit, can I gauge the reaction?
Give me a wits plus empathy for gauging its reaction.
Is there any sign of pain or anything? Wits empathy. I had an awful roll.
Hooray for awful rolls.
I am not an empath.
Not an empathetic person.
No. Nope, nothing. I don't care.
Nope.
Okay, well, as this arrow literally punches straight through this thing, it just continues moving forward.
So it doesn't even react.
No. However, as your arrow kind of slams against the far top, because obviously as you guys head down, follows the staircase, as it kind of bounces off of the ceiling, you can see that it has literally taken a large chunk. You can see organs, almost mush, like attached to it. Like, realistically, this type of damage wouldn't be seen unless you shot somebody with a high caliber round in this day and age.
Right.
Like, this thing is mostly mush. Very little actual solidity to it.
And yet it's
And
still
you say it's infected, right?
Yes. You
Is
can
it clearly infected?
Yeah.
To the point where anyone... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll notching another arrow. I'll back up towards Zira.
I figured you might do something like that.
Speed it up.
Yeah, I was already thinking about it. What is that? Degrading form? Yeah.
No,
No.
you're Gilgamesh is essentially saying whatever diseases it's got, just basically amplify them.
Yeah, I'm looking at the spell to do
So
that.
you're basically that is enhanced life, I think.
Enhance life. See, so
Because you're playing into the life of bacteria and viruses and all sorts.
Yeah, what level is that?
I think it's one or two.
Is it? Okay, I guess I was looking too high.
Yeah, enhanced life should be fairly low.
It's
Transform life.
Bruce. Honing the no, it's not honing the form. It's
Degrading form, right? That's what I was thinking.
I mean, yeah, that will accelerate growth. No, it's level 4. It's a high one.
Okay.
Ah,
Accelerate growth. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
okay. Yee. This spell mage can greatly accelerate growth of a living being. Reach. Would that work in a way we intended?
Yeah, because if you use it on the diseases, yes.
Oh, right. I can focus on bacteria and stuff. All right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the
You
actual
accelerate them, and
thing.
yeah.
Oh, yo. Okay. I'm gonna try it. This is 4. Yeah, 4. And then my gnosis. Can I do this?
You have a flavor each to make it instant, and that's really all you need in this situation. You're not trying to buff it in any other way.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
There might be one more, but we'll see how it goes.
Ah. Okay, focusing only on the bacteria. Oh wait, and I'm gonna use high speech.
You get +2.
Yeah, I need all the dice I can get. You know, I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself. I'm gonna keep using high speech on everything.
As you cast the spell, the hole that Gilgamesh created actually grows smaller. From what you're witnessing, when you accelerated the growth of whatever disease this thing had, you actually, for lack of a better term, it seemed to have mended some of its wound.
I knew I should have used a grading. It is the bacteria. Whatever it is. Can I purge you? I am.
Now,
I don't.
let's put a pen in Zira and Gilgamesh for a moment here. Catalina, Igor, and Kalmir. Your vision has fully refocused. You know where you are, you remember where you are.
Because it was only a minute ago.
The shambling masses surround you, and the bulbous mass leans over you. You guys can kind of see the only thing that has really changed outside of the holes in the ceiling is a new... Oh. We lost somebody.
Ending.
Alright. Really, the only thing that seems to have changed is one of the far walls seems to have shattered. Not as in completely broken down, but it definitely looks like something was slammed into it.
That wasn't there before, right?
Yes.
Fascinating, but we need to leave. I hope you two trust me. I'm doing something. Because
Well,
your
this-
inaction caused this before.
This thing didn't work. So what have you got?
Now I'm doing something. Okay, so I'm gonna cast Ghost Gate and shift us into Twilight.
Alright, so that's...
Well, I can shift myself, but I can shift them too for reaches and whatnot, and if
Yes.
they're, willing targets. So, I don't know, maybe they want to die here.
I'll be willing. I don't want to be turned into one of those things.
Okay, let me just double check my math here.
Catalina, will you be willing?
Sure.
It's instant duration needs to, not
Yeah,
be
roll something.
this.
No, it's, this is all Gandhi's role.
Okay. I believe in you.
I don't know if that's a good idea, but I appreciate the trust. All right, let's
That's
see.
all you'll really get
I
out of
need to
me.
do -4 because there's no number of subjects 3. That's annoying. All right. Do I have enough reach for direct? Okay, I do. Fascinating. And then I think I really only have high speech here. I can't use concentration. Or at least not safely.
Not
Yeah.
safely, no.
I have a path tool, so we're good there, I guess. Okay, dice pool of 9.
Three successes. So you all shift to the Twilight, correct?
Yes. So it is. Yeah, they're shifted to Twilight. While you're there, you can interact and see death attuned ethereal objects and beings and whatnot.
Well-
So, time to run, lads.
We fell through a hole. Where are we running?
Back to the
Not
hole.
here. Just get running.
What do we see? Is there anywhere a path?
there's several different doorways that lead to staircases upwards.
I point at the closest one. No, not the closest. That'd be too. They'd expect that. Second,
Scariest, the
second
least
closest
scariest
door,
one.
and then I'm pointing at that one. I'm going there. Good luck.
And Igor books it.
Yes.
Wait for
I'll
me?
follow.
Wait for me!
Yes, we need to get out of this death pit.
As you guys retreat, you guys begin to retreat upwards, and you guys can still perceive the physical realm, correct?
Yes, it's just
Hazy.
not. Yeah, it's just not exactly solid, and it's slightly translucent. because
As you
that's
ca-
how Twilight works.
As you guys kind of flee up there, you pass a couple of other of these shambling figures. None of them are really of note, as they're just seeming to try and make their way down. It isn't until you hear what sounds like the thunking of an arrow against stone that you look up and see a shambling one that is missing a large section of its midsection. And the arrow seemingly having appeared from nowhere as it kind of bounces off of the ceiling and begins to kind of tumble down the stairs. Within the next moment, you also see that hole that the arrow created shrink, as if this creature may have been healing.
Now
Now,
the dead can close their own wounds.
Yeah.
Now, I want to, for brevity's sake here, I want to ask if either Zira or Gilgamesh have any sort of death sight. If they have any, no death arcana?
No, I can only see life. Anything living, I can be aware of it.
Also, okay, follow-up question for Zira. Just to refresh my memory, did you extend the duration of your invisibility?
I believe I did. I pretty much kept adding everything to it to extend it, getting my reach.
You only did 2 reaches though, correct? One to make it affect Gilgamesh, and then 1 reach to make it instant.
Yeah.
Oh.
So your invisibility goes off, which also means that Igor, Catalina, and Kalmir now see Zira and Gilgamesh.
We don't see them now, do we?
No, they're in another plane of existence, essentially.
Stupid duration. Ah.
How
Kalmir.
long are we?
Well, I don't know how long it was gonna take, so we're here
Everyone's
for
losing their
basically
stuff.
until I drop the spell.
Kalmir.
Because
Okay, yeah.
Also at this time that a little bit further up the stairs you see Dog
Bug!
very timidly
Oh,
following these 2 other people.
Well, Kalmir yells dog, but I don't know if they can hear. No. Well, guys, dog is here, and some other people. I don't know who they are.
don't worry, I can drag him in too. Let's keep moving.
I'm gonna run toward dog. Try and grab him, but obviously, whoosh.
Wait, so we met up with the other 2?
Kind of. We see them.
Yeah, we just see them. They don't
You see us.
Do they see us?
No,
Should we tell them that it's dangerous here?
Yes.
Which is bad.
I mean, they found Dog.
Dog found me.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they
Because he's
found
a
Dog
good boy.
first. Okay, whatever. It's probably probably be the good thing to do to tell them to get out, or maybe they know a way out.
Alright, fine, I'll drop the spell, but if we get ambushed again, I'm leaving. Like, I'm dragging myself in.
Again? What's the odds of it happening twice in
So
one day?
So I'm guessing you wait until this shambling mass has kind of shambled past you before you drop the spell.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting until I'm past them, so if they turn around and start shooting, I'm behind them and can run away.
Alright. Dog kind of, as you three reappear, Dog kind of yips. Which obviously Zira and Gilgamesh can hear.
And
Turn around,
I'm guessing I
ready
say
with
it because
my
I got 360.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
You know.
Dog, you followed me, good boy, and I scratch him, but we need to leave. Bad here.
Yes, keep running, no time for stopping. Continue to run. Wolves could run
What?
quickly.
By the way, you guys, it's dangerous in there. You shouldn't be in there. There's a lot of death in there. We need to go now.
Same thing I was gonna tell you, but you guys fell. And Zira's looking confused.
No,
She looks at Gilgamesh like,
Yeah,
I don't
real.
understand them.
Storyteller, they
Nope.
understand us. Okay, keep
Wait.
running, lads.
Oh, no, okay.
I don't stop.
He really won't stop for you guys.
This is filled with death.
Okay, so, one moment, please. Zira and Gilgamesh, you hear a conglomeration of sounds that you can only assume are words.
Oh yeah.
And vice versa for Catalina, Igor, and Kalmir. When the female of the group begins to speak. However, as Igor turns to run, Zira and Gilgamesh can kind of be like, okay, they seem to at least understand they need to get the hell out of here.
Running is a universal language.
Pretty much.
Fear on the face is a universal language.
yeah.
Fear? What do you mean? I have anger.
So I'm assuming the five of you plus Dog begin to run up the stairs to get out.
Yeah.
Takes a little, it doesn't take too long, but a little bit, until you reach the top floor atrium where Gilgamesh and Zira had entered into these stairwells. This is a relatively safe place from the appearance of it, Igor, Catalina, and Kalmir. You guys haven't had a lot of rest, and
I thought the ground outside was safe last time, so I'm not stopping. I'm not staying here.
It was deleted.
I'm leaving.
Anywhere near this place.
I am going
Tired,
to
but
that
gotta
hut.
going.
I'm going home.
so you're heading straight towards the longhouse?
Yeah. I am keeping my sprint until I'm out of the building, and then it's going to be a jog.
You have just finished listening to this week's episode of Mage the Awakening, 2nd edition, Insten Nergal, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology, written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener, and if you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. And as always, comments are welcomed. Until the next chapter, consider what mysteries are best left unsolved.